started in 2013. I said yes to something I didn't know I was saying yes to. I really believe that for anything to work, that it takes teamwork. The American Legion here in Connecticut, you know, we have individual leaders, and I've never been an individual leader. So once I got the idea that I now was the chairman of this whole thing, well, it's not many years. We have 5 years to put together a history. We have 5 years to get the whole thing right before it starts. So the first thing I did was get a motion made, which was in actually November of 2014, to put together the whole thing. So the committee was formed. We're working on getting the districts involved with it. And one of the very first things we did actually at the last Midwinter Conference in January of 2015 was work on the Centennial website that National has. And at this point, there's 15 posts, which is approximately 10% of the department has worked into being part of it. Now it's getting everybody in. And yeah, we have time to do that, but it's not an easy task. When I first was asked, I started asking people to help me. The website, for example. I have somebody that does that. Bob DiCarlo. He is our Centennial website person. And he has been showing people throughout the state how to do a website. And we have some really good examples that we have been giving to the Post. Our alternate NEC, Wayne Morgan, has been going to the districts and posts around the state and been talking about that Centennial coin and the coin collection. And he has been really pushing it. So what we've also done is since 2013, I put out a monthly bulletin. 2 of the months was directly how to do the website, but the rest was information of what was happening in their posts back in 1920 and 1919 and so forth, trying to let them know how their individual posts were begun and who they named their post after, why, and who their first commander and adjutant was, so that they maybe would buy into the system, okay? And that's what we're doing right now. We take small steps and go forward. We had a meeting of the Department Executive Committee in, I believe, 1936 or 37. We're down in Fairfield County. They had a baseball program where they thanked all the winners of the state tournament by giving them awards. And one of the people who gave awards was Lou Gehrig to all the recipients. You know, we're going through and we're telling the people all about that. I was trying to find the oratorical winner for 1940, which was our first year. And I know the person comes from Fairfield County, but I don't know the name of the person. I'm sure the answer's in here someplace. And where Boy State first started, it started at Camp Hayes in Chester. So we're trying to give that information to the Post so they'll all buy into the idea of the Centennial celebration. If we give them help, maybe they'll understand why it is necessary to make this a gala performance. So at the last executive committee meeting, which was March 16th, right in the middle of our Legion birthday, I had a birthday cake that said, "Happy birthday, American Legion, you're 96 years old." And I plan to do that every year. It takes different ways to get people energized. And whatever it takes, I'm willing to do.